Hello, everybody. It is Thursday. This is the day that we thought.
And do I ever have some thoughts for you?
You moved. You moved the other direction. Yeah, and then you see she's sitting way back, and then she starts leaning forward. I don't know. I can't.
Well, it just depends. Sometimes I got to back up so I can get my feet up for a moment and,
do all the things.
Different thing on something.
Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Just messing with me today. All right, my already friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we are an arty-friendly bunch of folks. Best chat in town. There's some others, though. I'll tell you. There are others. Pretty darn good. Yeah, say hello over there. Then we'll say hello to you. If you would, please, give those thumbsy upsies. That's the like it down here. You know, the little thumb, and then you give it the thumbs up, and then you hear me in your head going, woo! Whether I do it or not. In real life or whatever. Hopefully you hear that. It'd be fantastic if we could, like, set it to where it did that. Like, whenever.
Auto.
Yeah.
Beep.
See? YouTube, I got ideas. Come to me. Let me know.
Yeah.
All right, let's say hello to everybody. And if you're watching in replay, let us know down in the comments. We like to know.
We do.
I got an update by Jeanette, and that makes me very happy. I love to know what's going on with y'all.
Oh, Jeanette, I know. Me too.
And I worry about her. And then I just think about her being like Mimi. And I'm just like, I'm sure some other people are telling her not to do all the things that she's doing. But she's like, yeah, I'm going to take care of this. Because, she needs to. Acme is here. Art Cures by MNW. That is Miriam. Cat is in the house. Carrie Griffiths. He's Carrie the Crafter if you didn't know that. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darcy. Dana. Debbie. Devin Rex for Art. That's Yolanda. We talked with her yesterday. If y'all didn't see that, y'all need to go check it out. Had a nice little chit chat. Diane Olson is here. Eddie, he's king of the nerd. If you don't know about that, we can get you note up about those sorts of things. Just, ask around. They'll get you links, and then you'll go over to a place, and you'll get lots of chuckles and lots of knowing up. Ellen is here. Erna, Gerald, Griffin Shale. That's Rhonda, Janice, Jeanette, a.k.a. Janette. That's the one. Out there shoveling snow. Worried about you, girl, but I'm glad she got new tires. I'm very excited about that.
I know. We just got new tires, too.
It's important. Jenny is here. Jennifer's Dog's Life. Joanne. Joni Maron. Joni. Julie Parker's in the house. Yutha, hello. Linda Renz. Lydia. Margie. Mixed Media Mess. That's Lori. Pixel Bender Studio. Let us know who you are. Now, I may know who you are. It's just, the YouTubes have got us doing these handle things, and I ain't handling it well. But I'm doing my best. Just want you to know. Planet Creative Studios, that's Estella, Ricky Nordmeyer, Robin, Sandra, Seabasket, that's Cheryl. Sepha is here. Slapping paint on paper, that is Karen McCoy. She brings the joy. Tegan is here. She's the bookmaker, if you didn't know that. Zal is here. And is it, do you pronounce it like Saul or Zal? See, I want to say Zal because it's the X, but maybe I'm just being, I don't know. See, sometimes I overthink these things. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. Simply give me some extra pinky hello hands like, Planet Creative Studios. That's Estella, Elizabeth Folkhammer, and Panka gave some pinky hello hands. So did Bling Auntie. Hello, everyone. Very exciting. All right, I'm going to look for our new friend or maybe our old friend. We just didn't know that that was their handle. Friend. Like, I feel bad.
I just think that once
you start to
get
know
things
people
figured out, then they're going to just change it just to, I don't know. Do you not know their rationale?
Well, I do know their rationale. It's a security thing, and I understand why they did it. It's just really throwing me off, and I just kind of wish they could work it out. Also, I didn't see Barb in there, but we have your card, and I was showing P your picture, and she goes, "Now which one?" The little one? Yes, the little one.
And I have it, and it really kind of jump started me because
I think Barb's smaller than I am. She might be like your height, but yeah, she's a little thing.
Short.
Mm-hmm.
Short and sassy.
All right.
Okay, first off today, I'm going to preface all of this with some suggestions on some things I would like for you to watch, because a lot of you want to know, oh, what do you watch? Well, if I want to watch something and then be able to go to bed and not have bad dreams or something, it's Grantchester. And I'm like, I watch the same episode over, I watch it. But anyway, season 4, episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand, Grantchester, he is an ordained minister that follows this detective around, and they solve mystery murders and mayhem and all that good stuff. Okay, it's English. Mm-hmm. It's lovely. I like it because it's
Rhonda says she loves that series.
Civil, and it doesn't. You don't see all the gore and guts that you do if you watch, say, German
or Dexter.
But one of the things that came away with here is this little saying. And this is from the Bible. I know you all probably think I don't know about the Bible, but I do know. I know me some Bible. Mm-hmm. Spent a lot of time being Bibled for the first 16 years of my life. I went to church twice on Sunday and once on Wednesday.
Well, and then even after that, you guys,
No, yeah, I taught Sunday school. Mariah,
the Methodist.
Yeah, made the little wafers that you get when you're ingesting the body of Christ and all that good stuff. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. This is Matthew 25, verse 40. Truly I say unto you, as you did it to one of the least of these, you did it to me. And these hungry, thirsty strangers, sick, imprisoned. They ain't the pretty people here that's needing this, folks. Okay? Now, I'm going to get on with that over here in my thoughts. Mm-hmm. Karen? Okay, so I watched you the other night.
she's a little,
I got up at 3:05 a.m. on Wednesday morning because I couldn't stay in bed any longer. It was just...
Hey, Laura. Yeah, it was in there and had to get out.
Uh-huh. This one's on you. I was tuned in and listening to your sermon on Tuesday evening, and I want you to know it is responsible for mine here and now today. Firstly, Pantone. I have not hidden my disdain for their color naming. Y'all know that. Simply put, it is not in the best interest for the seriously minded color artists to buy into that nonsense. I'm mad at Pantone. I'm disgruntled with the people who make Pantone a thing that becomes the thing for a whole lot of people out there. Unnecessary. Period. The end, as Izzy used to say at the end of one of her performances. Now that we've dispensed with Pantone, what does a serious artist do in lieu of Pantone? Mm-hmm. Learn how to make and manipulate the use of color using one tool, the dadgum color wheel, folks.
Which there's a free one you can download over on our website. Free. The one she used to teach and still teaches. Actually.
Amen.
Has hanging up around here.
Yes, I am adamant to the point of being preachy here because I feel passionately about this. Mm-hmm. It makes every person into a color expert if and when you finally decide to embrace and utilize it.
Yes.
Turn the page. The next leg of this journey to color nirvana is learning how and when to use transparent or opaque colors to realize your vision. It's your vision, your palette. You have achieved color independence when you get to that point. Wahoo! Wahoo! And joy in the discovery that comes from owning the knowledge that allows you to go forward faster. And ain't that what it's all about? Now, black and white. Word of caution here. Use with the knowledge that both, I will repeat that, Use with the knowledge that both will opacify any color you add it to. Once that happens, well, you do have some options, but it's not going to make your pocketbook happy. Opacify with intent and purpose. Here's a quote from Izzy again. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You just have to learn it, and the only way you learn it is by using your paints and learning what your paints are going to do for you, not to you. For you. Big difference there. Okay. What happens when? Okay, go ahead, muck it up, explore the depths of the color doom, because that, my dear, is the only way that you are going to own the knowledge of color. Boom, chaka. Okay, now, true story here. I know y'all love my stories. And if you don't, just say you do and make me happy, okay? Okay, so, true story here, which will lead me into the real reason for all this hoopla here today. I taught, and I have that in quotation marks, because with high school students, you don't teach them anything because they already know everything that they need to know. And if you don't believe that, just ask them. Yes, think about that.
Or just remember when you were that age.
Yes. How absolutely smart and how stupid you thought your parents were. I had to, as a teacher, be sneaky in the manner in which I imparted knowledge. And that's for another day. I have another whole story for that. So I'm looking around, this is true, in the room. And Victor, not his real name, his head is down and he's sleeping away. I look over at Victor, and Jasmine sees me heading over toward Victor and says, as I go by her, and I'm standing behind Victor, ready to drop a pile of books next to his head. And she whispers, Miss, Victor's got a J.O.B. He works late at night. I have always looked back at that moment as a philosophical departure from my vision of what it means to be a teacher and have that as your J.O.B.
I was going to hold it together on that. She already read this to me and I bawled then too. So
I understood in that one sentence that Jasmine said to me. And we used to chuckle about it later, and when we would be talking to kids and then we'd be doing something and they would all say, like, J.O.B., Miss, J.O.B. And they always say Miss.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're 89 years old, you're a Miss. Yeah. Okay. What my J.O.B. was going to be, give grace when needed. Because it's not about learning if no one will listen. Use your heart to hear if you want to make a mind listen. Okay, enough of that. Now, I got another suggestion for you here. Just watch this morning. Things to watch.
She's got a list, y'all.
I got a list. Number 1, and it's called On with Kara Swisher.
I like Kara Swisher.
And it's Margaret. She's interviewing Margaret Atwood about her new book called All Dictatorships Do This. And remember, she's the author of The Handmaid's Tale, and I've actually read that. It's not what I would call a jolly ho ho read. And it's very
well. And then now the series are
and I read it years ago. So yeah. And number 2, on a much lighter note, if you want to chuckle and maybe just bust out laughing occasionally because he's funny, is Trey Crowder, and it's capital T, lowercase R-A-E, C-R-O-W-D-E-R.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian. Funny. Now, I will give you a cautionary note here. The language might not be to your liking, so if you're offended by that, don't go. Okay, here's the other one. And I just happened on this. And it was someone that Mariah says, well, Mom, we know her. Trisha Dewey. Mm-hmm. I watched one of her videos.
I did reach out to her, and she lives around here.
Yeah, she lives north of us. Multi-layer jelly print project from a year ago. And she uses Paula's runes. Mm-hmm. And she does a positive, negative thing. And this is where I got this idea today, because somebody else said in one of the comments, I love it when you attribute what you know to where you learned it from. I think that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And whenever I can, I do. Sometimes because I'm old and forgetful and I get caught up in the minute and forget to write things down, I don't do that. And I do apologize. And if you have somebody, if you know where that came from, you just jump right in and tell me. It will not hurt my feelings. Okay, so she does stamping on the plate. And this reminded me of the little problem that we had it wasn't a problem, but it was a, how else am I going to do this kind of thing with the tape?
Yeah.
Creating a little frame thing. Well, I watched Trisha Dewey's thing and she answered it for me. And it was so obvious, as much of the time it is. That which we subconsciously know suddenly comes forward and just inundates us with, important things. Now, I do want to, and this is just a personal thing, I am spending my small, because I'm on a limited budget here. I'm retired and I just get for whatever it is. But I do send money to legal places, ACLU, NAACP, and Southern Poverty Law Center. I contribute to all of those because and I'm sorry.
There's a new one too.
Legal,
Democracy Docket, Mark Elias.
Mark Elias.
Yeah.
All of those.
Anything he's,
Because these are the people that are going to save our democracy, folks. And then I just really honestly believe that. And it goes back to my other little saying here.
There's another one. There's ones that do strictly
the least of these.
Would you listen to she can't hear today. I know her hearing's poopy. Earth conservatorship or something like that. They're fighting all of the conservation stuff.
Well, I just sent my money to Sierra Club.
Well, I know, but I need to.
Oh, that might be.
Yeah, that's another one. We need to get a whole list. I'm gonna get a list. I'm gonna put it in my book.
All right. Obviously, I am not black. I don't have to say that because you're looking at me.
Well, some people might just be listening.
Well, that's true too. But it goes back to this. Truly, I say unto you, as you did it to one of the least of these, you do it to me. That is the word out of Jesus's mouth, as told
through Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew. Yeah. And we just hope that he was quoting that correctly. Or the people who translated the Bible put it down right. We don't know those things, y'all. We just kind of think we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving right along, but in that same vein.
Hey, Bree. And hello to everybody that's coming in.
Izzy brings me books. They give away books at the library, and I think it's if they're so old, they can give them away.
Yeah.
And make room for new. And I kind of wonder why they gave this away. This is obviously a very good one. It's called On the Same Day in March. Now, Mariah, we can go topside.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, I can do it as long as that.
Because I've got some topside things that I need to show you.
I shuffled around my little scenes and it's throwing me off a little bit. But that's okay.
Is it?
I moved things around in my digital world and it's messing with me.
Well, I wish you all were.
Thank you. Barb told me my lipstick was on point, and thank you. And we did. Well, we got your card. I don't know if you were here.
Liver. Well, it is kind of purple.
It is livery.
Livery. Anyway, I have on today. You can't see my little pony down here at the bottom, so I'm going to hold up. Can you see the pony?
Well, let me make you on the big screen again. Here, hold on. There we go. Look at all that. See, now you get to see it all, y'all.
Okay, well, you'll know why I have all of this on here in a minute. It will all become abundantly clear. Okay, so this is On the Same Day in March, and she said, Gigi, I picked this one for you because your birthday's in March. And I said, oh, you're such a sweetheart. But this is it's just so cute. So cute. And the illustrations are wonderful, and I'll talk about this picture here in a minute. But it's Texas Panhandle.
We used to live there.
And it does look a lot like that.
A lot like that. They should have made the sky more brown.
Yeah, and we didn't have too many bluebonnet. I don't know why they have those in there.
Somebody planted them.
Well, if you planted them. Now, you get towards Amarillo, and they have some, but I think they're planted there.
More around the canyon.
Yeah, but, I think it's cute that they did. And we do have, whatever those are.
Maybe like
a lot of cactus. There should have been a lot more cactus because we have a lot more cactus.
Yeah, and I very rarely saw them blooming.
The cows should have all been in a feedlot because there aren't any roaming the wilds anymore in West Texas. They're all contained. But anywho, Cute book. It's from 2000.
And I think that's that same artist that from the other one, right? That she had brought.
Oh, it could be. I didn't think about that.
I'm pretty sure it's very similar.
Franny Lesak.
So maybe not, but our baby obviously has she's drawn to these sorts.
Yeah, because she likes to draw. All right, now this is, and I'm
hopefully that's okay, Barb.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, here she is. Look at those. Look at those earrings. Oh my gosh, and the contrast, they just pop out. And I thought this was the mom and this was the daughter. I don't
perspective on who's taller, I guess.
Her beautiful hair, but isn't that a darling picture?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hand that back to Mariah because she's responsible for that. Okay, fun stuff there, and you will all be so relieved to know that the picture corners for albums has been located.
Now, before you showed that, did you actually look in the box to make sure that?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
There's
that.
There's 2 packages in here. And I imagine the sticky's long gone, but that's fine. We don't really care.
We got glue.
Now, I waited to hand this across because I told Mariah I wanted it to be documented.
And ceremonial.
Ceremonial, handing off of the corner of
I'm going to put it in my drawer over here.
All right. So, I'm back to this person that asked, well, what do you do with it? And I hope she knows that she has really
got her fired
opened up a can of worms here, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got to do something to this book because I just noticed that it's written in the back here. It was going this way one time, but I thought I started it all over here. But this is, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. And this Gloria Steinem, but the original person was Irina Dunn. Okay? That's kind of funny stuff. And if you want to improve, did I already read this? No, because the magazine just came the other day. If you want to improve the character of a nation, you have to change its culture so that it nurtures basic decency. David Brooks. And this is an article in the Atlantic, and it's titled Bring Back the Neocons. It could be an antidote to Trumpism. Anywho. Okay, and there's another couple I wanted to read.
I love it. You've just flipped it, and then, you know.
Okay. People are like books. Some deceive you with their cover. Others surprise you with their content. Oscar Wilde. He was a wonderful. I already read that one to you the other day.
Was he like a nice person or?
Who? David Brooks? No, I used to think he was a total.
No, Oscar Wilde.
Oh, I don't know. He was gay. I don't think I knew that at the time when I was reading Oscar Wilde, but no, he was a very proper gentleman type dude. Yeah.
That's a different dude I'm thinking of then.
Yeah.
Hemingway.
Oh, Hemingway was a douche. Yeah.
I don't think he was very nice to people.
I mean, he wrote some good books, but he was basically
not a nice person.
A total, kind of like Picasso. Anyway.
And he says gay doesn't mean nice. He's just
no, it doesn't.
But he was a proper fellow.
He was a proper fellow. And I may not, share his viewpoints on everything, but he did have some comments to make that were very, intellectually stimulating. I have had this little box, and I'm glad that you're looking at the top of it. It was created with a embossing thing that I got from, I don't know. Frotage. Thank you, Mariah. And moved about. But isn't it lovely? I'm going to put it up into the technology so you can really appreciate the finesse of which.
What's funny is, when y'all talk about like the stickiness of the Mod Podge, it is noticeable on the box, especially these that, kind of hang out in different rooms that
they do get a bit crusty on the top, but this one's been in a drawer because I don't have any surface. So this was not a Gelli print, but it could have very well been. You understand that? Because this was on tissue paper. And then I just kept this little box, and look, you can tell how old it is. It was one of those faux leather things.
I'd love to say this is the only box she has that looks like this, that has things like this. That there's boxes, there are drawers, there's just.
I do have quite a few boxes.
This is a representation of many.
It is. It is. And I have my thing of key. Isn't that lovely? Look at that key. And
Somebody's looking for that somewhere.
Somewhere. Actually, I think this is a key to a room.
Yeah, hotel or motel.
And I don't know where these came from, and I don't even know where this rusty.
I don't.
This is one of those pins that the Highlanders used to pin their skirt.
Yeah,
they're not. They don't call them skirts.
You need to be careful.
Kilt.
I don't know if you're.
Yeah, because you definitely need to go get a tetanus shot if you stabbed yourself with that.
Yes.
I should have that handy in case somebody attacks me in the nighttime.
Mo's loving on your keys.
Is she loving on my keys? Hey, this is pretty. This is a steel ball.
Now I don't know.
I don't have any paint that really could, but I would be reluctant because I don't think that it is. I believe it's just regular steel, but I mean, this has some heft to it. It's a genuine steel ball.
That's when you only need one.
These are from Van. I don't know if.
Why are there two?
I don't know the star. I do not know.
Oh, maybe because to wear them on the.
Oh, could be.
Maybe
they belong to him, and he gave them to me because he said he did. This is the thing you screw on the top of a lamp. I know there's a name for it, but finial. Finial. Here is a. Oh, look, Mariah. You should take this. Look, it's a pearl that's tarnished. And
is it a real pearl?
No.
I don't want to be grabbing fake pearls.
Faux pearl, but it's a good one. It's a good faux. Yeah, and all kinds of, there's some cute little boxes here. But anyway, this is what you do. You go and buy a crappy box at the thrift store.
Mo said she always knew that you had balls of steel. Well, she only has one ball of steel.
Uno ball. I'm an Uno baller. Okay, and I got to show you these because down here, see this one? Our principal at the school every year would give teachers these little enameled pins. And it says, children first. That's kind of BS because there was a lot of other things that came before that. Look, Mariah, one of the buttons is on that vest. This was the extra one.
Which vest?
The one that has the...
I do love that button.
The brocade and the sequins.
Oh. I don't know.
You wore it the other day.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is one of those buttons. And look at this little... And I think that this actually belonged to Mariah. But I just... Because she used to drink martinis.
I did. A lot.
A lot. Okay, well, anyhow, I just wanted to show you, something that you can do.
My favorite gin is Bombay Sapphire. Don't give me any of that, that is really the only gin I really like.
I don't like any of it. Just the smell of it just makes me want to hurl. Yeah, okay. So, here we are. I've got my bracelets all lined up on my handy-dandy handle of my brayer. Okay, so, most of you know this about what to do with...
Hey, Eddie's got a new box planned, and I'll tell you, that was a very spiffy video you did, sir. And I thought it was really, so he has this, y'all go out and watch Eddie's new video. I don't like to spoil it.
Yeah, make people go watch it.
You watch that video. It's really good. He's going to make a box, though.
He's going to make it?
He's going to cover a box.
Oh.
I mean, why make a box? I mean, we get boxes every day.
Well, yeah, and if you go to, if you want a fancy one that closes with a little snappy thing, I don't have the key to it, but I haven't called up the locksmith. But these are bracelets made from Gelli prints. And this one, I actually cut this out afterwards, but isn't that wonderful? I did wear that the other day.
Yeah, that one's huge. But it is good. It's for up here.
Oh, yeah, it'll go almost to your elbow, depending on the girth of your arm. Okay, so, Mariah, can I hand those to you?
Sure.
I'm running out of room over here, and I don't want to pile those up. This is what you save your paint things for. This is how those bracelets began, okay? I'm going to put that back over here because that has a drawer that goes in. Remember I told you the other day when I showed that one cover by GDP?
Well, you found all kinds of things in that drawer.
GDP. In my little sardine tin. Never have too many of those.
We should just give those away. They make me I can't stand the smell. They're too much.
It is too much. But if you are not scent sensitive, these are absolutely wonderful. And you can rub them on all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a jewelry box that I rubbed them on. I don't know where that is. It's probably in a drawer. A lot of my stuff that I used to have out in okay, they can't have the tin. They can have the paint.
She ain't giving up her tins.
I'm not giving up my sardine tin. Okay. All right. So in that same drawer, I found cards. Many cards.
Oh, Yolanda likes the smells of the waxes.
She does?
I don't mind it for about 10 seconds, and then it starts wearing on me, and I'm like, okay, it's enough. But it just keeps giving.
And it will continue. I got something out the... Oh, Judy, that cover.
Yeah, you can still
smell it. Okay. All right. So this is going to crack you up. You're going to just think this is funny. All right. This is a card. I got it. I didn't go to the Glasgow Museum. Maybe Mariah did bring these back for me.
Maybe.
From Ireland?
Maybe.
Okay. So inside it says, well, dance pictures from the late 70s, early 80s. I was in good shape at that time. I taught to pay for my lessons in 4 movies. That's what we used to call her. It was a trade-off and sometimes not worth the hassle. But it was an experience.
That's what's written in this card, just randomly. Not to anyone.
I don't know, if it actually
just some thoughts about that.
Got delivered. But Mariah keeps all those things. It just cracks me up. Okay, Karen, this is for you. Okay, so there's this little store in Santa Fe that sells funny cards. And I used to always go there. And this is an actual photograph.
You don't have to read it out loud. People can see it. Mm-hmm.
The answer is...
Have y'all been to that shop in Santa Fe?
Have you?
Have you? Some of y'all probably have. I bet Andrew.
All right, now I want you to study this face and kind of get an idea about, what you think that it might be.
Mm-hmm. Pete gives that look often.
You didn't want to be around Madge when it was that time of the month. Period. End of discussion.
The end.
The end. That's what it is. Okay, then I found this card. And I was upside down.
And then she asked me, she's like, do you remember?
I said, do you remember when I did this?
No.
Because I did sign it. That was something.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously this was during some watercolor, whatever. And then came in with that. So, okay. So that's kind of my inspiration for what. I don't know that I'm going to do them today, but I just, I thought it'd be a good time to bring this up to you if you have cards. So what I did is I gessoed over these. These were in the mix here. I have no idea. But there were some watercolors that somebody else did and obviously didn't think enough about them to put their name on the back or whatever. So I just gessoed over all of them. I mean, it's not like real artwork. It was something somebody sent me,
like just a print kind of something or other.
Yeah.
Or you may have collected them from somewhere.
Yeah, I collected them from somewhere. Who knows? They were in this batch of stuff that I dug out of the drawer in order to put paints from the
Mary Poppins drawer. Yeah, it just kept giving, I guess.
Yeah. So anyhow, we might visit that and do some of that. I don't know when, but it's all in this little package, which I am going to hand to Mariah.
Y'all see how this happens?
See how this happens?
Basically, she cleaned it. She wanted the drawer. She needed the drawer.
Hey, this is what I came away with. The rest of the stuff, I don't know. There's paper in there. There's some wonderful little hedgehog stickers that Izzy would love.
All right.
Now, we're going to get to this today, by gum and by golly. I have decided.
Hey, we're 30 minutes in. That's not too shabby.
That's a lot less time than I thought it was going to take because I was pretty hefty.
Oh, I do want to bring it right back around, though, to the Pantone thing on the Hayton for just 1 second. As far as the color names, I could care less. Here's what I know about Pantone coming from the printing world. It is quite helpful, especially when somebody says, hey, I want a logo, but I'm looking for a purple. Well, which purple are you looking for? Oh, well, then, they want to send you the screenshot of something. Then you create the thing. They're like, that wasn't the purple. It's like, but that was the purple you sent me. So what that does is it clears up and you go and you sit down with that person and you flip this book in front of them. You say, pick your purple.
pick your purple.
And then they pick the purple, and then you're
Penelope.
like, here you go. You need to keep this in your, you know, what you call your brand guide or your color guide. So that way here, from this day forward, when anybody says, oh, that's your logo, what's the color? Okay, here it is, blah, blah, blah. And usually it was just known as a number, like Pantone 365 or, you know, Pantone this, that, was numbers. And then in that number, you were then, as the printer, the print shop, they knew what the CMYK of that number, how to create that color each and every time. Hopefully, if you had a good press operator, that's another thing. Because just because you can mix the paints and you know what to do about it all doesn't mean that, you know, you can make the mark every time. Also depends on the paper, and that's why then Pantone decided, oh, hey, maybe we should come out with these color books that then indicate whether it's a coated sheet or an uncoated sheet, because all of that matters.
Okay, Clark.
There you go. That's the reason for the industry standard. Now, the little color naming fun thing came along in 2000. I think that had more to do with marketing and what's it.
Oh, absolutely does.
So there you go.
You know, and I look at some of these monochromatic rooms, and I just go, who the hell lives there? Just tell me. I do not want to talk to them. I just want to know who they are so I can not talk to them. Okay. So, I'm going to pull some of our Lotus prints that we started, Becky, and I've got good news or bad news. I don't know. I'm just going to say it's good news because I have altered the
Hello, Lorraine.
The biggin.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're already a friendly bunch of folks. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. And if you're watching in replay, let us know down below and still give those thumbsy upsies.
I pulled it with white.
That was a good call.
Because I really wanted that gold to stay light.
Now, you know what?
And that was the only way to do that. But isn't that gorgeous?
It is really
gorgeous. There's a lot of layers of paint there.
You know what would be kind of fun is if you came back in with some of the ornate corners and just stamped and reestablish your, because I think that's what you're a little bit sad about, is you kind of lost your frame.
And it's not, well, I don't worry about that because y'all know that I don't care about lining stuff up.
No.
But anyway, that's one of my, where do we, okay, I'm probably not going to do that today. Won't have time for that. All right, very quickly, we're going to do the crumple paper technique, which I can also call a faux batik crackle. You know, if you take your batik on the wax and you painted everything out, and then you take and crackle it up, you get all these little lines in your. You know, you don't do it on every one, but if you have one that needs a little bit of,
kind of boring.
Yeah.
You didn't get a lot of layers in it.
Yeah. Need to lift that cap over again. Okay. That's a good way to do it. All right. What are we going to do here? I need a color that, you know, I'm going to be happy with. And I don't know. When I think of batik, I always think of the Indonesian ones where they use the indigo.
Hello, Paula.
Your name was mentioned earlier.
It was. Gotta go back.
And you know, I can sit here and I told you about looking at this wall over here. I watched and I can't remember. I wanted to see something. Somebody gave a timestamp and I had to go back and check it out because I didn't remember. And
sometimes it's funny.
And then
y'all like comment on something and I'm like,
I just really got into it, and so I just started watching the whole thing, and I talked about, you know, using the binoculars to see what was on the top shelf up here, that sort of thing. Okay, you can do a Fran here and pick it up.
Look at that. I crackle.
And this little jobber, you can just save that, because you may use it as is, iron it out, smooth it out, use it again.
Send it to a friend.
Yeah.
See what they do with it.
See what they do with it.
Y'all might end up with
Hopefully,
it.
this is going to be dry so I can do the next thing on it. But we've got some time to let it dry because I've got 3 of these little jobbers.
And just some FYI on like some paper crackles or holds crinkles different.
This was the stuff that comes with packing.
A little heavier weight paper, and then even like I was talking about coated papers, if you understand what I'm saying there. Coated papers do some really cool crackle because they're a little firmer.
Yeah. Okay, that shows up better. Okay, so told you I watched Trisha Dewey, and I told you the episode that you could watch to find out, where I got this idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we're framing this out, and okay, now I can turn it back over.
We gained
and Karen, I told Mariah we need to send you some of these old mats.
Karen.
She
may have some of these. I think she has a Cricut.
Oh.
She just may not understand that.
She may not have an old one. She may have new ones. Well, she could use.
Karen, do you want us to send you stuff with notes?
And this is so you can better see your color.
Hey, she's been putting the white paper behind it.
But I'm just saying, this is really nice because look, when I don't want that there. I'm going to do something else. I can flip this off and turn it over if I need a solid side. I do not want you to cover up your beautiful painty surface that you have there because it just makes me very, very happy to look at it. I love it.
She says yes, please. Okay. We'll
All
put
right.
Together.
Now, in order to make this shine, because remember what we learned the other day when I did the...
Hey, and if y'all want to learn this a little bit more, this is kind of what, actually, it's a whole lot of what Eddie's video is about. I think. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He did some cool stuff and even kind of did a long haul. A mini one.
Well, I don't know that we're going to get to this today, but Eddie, you just hang in there, honey. Clutch your pearls and wait. All right, here we go. Now, that's off a little bit, but I'm not picking that up again because I do not want to take the chance of pulling up paint inadvertently. I like to purposefully
pull
things. But this is done over the same paint that you see here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I have 3 different versions of this. So I should be able to get one of them right. Okay, another thing Karen talked about the other day, and I loved it because, I really like it when I can shine in my color knowledge.
I know you do.
I do. And I'm trying to find the other.
Eddie says he's hanging, Queen P, slightly to the left, but he's hanging.
You dressed to the left? Okay. I didn't know that was a thing until my second husband, Carmichael. Yeah, he says when you go into the tailor, you tell them which side it hangs on because they make that a little larger. I'm not making that up. It's a thing. Eddie, back me up here. Come on now.
I don't know if Eddie knew that I don't.
Okay, so we've got
things.
Bone Black. Bone Black is kind of semi-transparent, and it's a bit of a dirty black. Okay, kind of browny black. Okay, Carbon Black is straight up. It's black.
Straight up.
And this one is high flow. So you can see on the nozzle there, it's pretty shiny. Okay. Then you have this one over here, which is ivory black.
Do they ask women which boob's bigger?
Well, I guess if you were going in to get a custom-made bra, you might want to mention that. Or they might ask. Most of them are not,
Women probably just they're like, well, they just kind of, they know because they're, probably making the thing for themselves or whatever.
This is probably true. Okay, well.
I'm just thinking about all that now. Sorry.
Well, in Grantchester, that's, was it in Grantchester? Yeah, it was because his wife.
Eddie said he excelled at inseams.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so all black is not the same. Here, look. Okay. Right in front of my eyeballs. This is the other Carbon Black in the open. Okay. All black is not black. Some is less than black. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I bet y'all just were waiting for that kind of information to be imparted to you today. All right, but I'm going to use some black here because we want to make that iridescent color pop. And if we go with a light color, all it's going to do is it's just going to shine in certain spots and it isn't going to shine in other spots. We want to make that shine.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Did y'all watch Community?
And I did you notice how I beveled my corners? I did that without the beveler.
Oh, for real?
I did. And
I am even more impressed.
Kind of like ketchup sometimes this stuff is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm going around the edge for because I'm going to go over the whole deadgum thing. But, you know.
It felt right.
It felt right at the time. It felt right at the time.
My brain said yes,
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, do that. All right, I'm going to turn this around so that I can get this. See, I've got some. I did prep for today. You know. Okay, I wish. Now this is, you know, the other day when I said, oh, I wonder how that got there. That little thing on the lotus.
Right, that's it. It's the pull point.
Yeah.
Now you got a
now
little
we
card.
want to just let that dry because that's going to be our little.
Yeah. Woo! Looky there.
And we ain't done yet.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to do that to the rest of them, but you see what's happening here, and now you know.
And hello, Debbie. And yes, you should definitely post, but only post when you are ready. But we will love upon you.
What for?
And she's new to gel printing.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we all are. I mean, you don't just not born with that.
He used to make terrible prints.
Oh, yeah.
Very painty ones. But she was real proud of them.
I was real proud of them.
And I had to look at all of them. And then we'd talk about them.
And we'd talk about them.
I'm like, maybe we should do
Sometimes
this.
Sometimes we'd talk about them 2 or 3 times.
I'm like, maybe we should start doing a live stream about all that. So that way I don't have to be the only one involved in this. That wasn't really exactly how it all went, but it's not far.
Not far. Okay, I don't have to think about what I'm doing next year. You got me all
giggly.
Discombobulated. All right,
I got her giggly
here. Okay, you can tell I put plenty of paint down on that. Look, you've got the.
It's Ripley.
River bottom ripples. Oh, y'all remember this?
Hello, Alyssa. Welcome.
These were the greens.
They are. Wow, that turned out really well. I tell you, those Nick the Pro paints are very, very cool.
And you can see I had plenty of paint on there. I feel passionately about using plenty of paint rather than having to go back and put some more on.
Yeah, because that's when you can run into trouble.
Yeah. Now you can see, I think this is a wonderful example of contrast here. Low contrast, high contrast.
All there in one thing.
Whoop-de-doo. And we have little ripples on the plate over here. See that?
It's like tiny bubbles, but little ripples.
Little ripples. And I did put lots of paint out there, but like I said, I didn't know exactly how much paint I was going to need, and that. I think that's a lovely little print.
I'm kind of curious. So the pastels, they still have that nice kind of sheen to them, even though
they do. I told you, a satiny surface, and I love that. It's, you know, it's not chalky and it's not super shiny, but it's that satin. When you go in and you talk to the paint people. Oh, okay, here's another lotus. And this is going to lead me into, I'm going to show you what. And again, I'm using, the reason this is really a tug of war here is because of these plates that are super sticky.
They've been affected.
Yes, we don't care. They still work. Now, see these?
I love that.
Okay. Now, I know Becky is not going to be upset that I altered her stencil.
No, not at all.
She doesn't care. She's just that kind of girl. And I wouldn't care if you were altering things that I sent to you unless you made a really bad decision and screwed
She
it
would
up,
be judgy.
and I would.
She'd probably not say anything, though.
Oh, I might.
She might.
Just depending on,
You should show me first.
Yeah.
So
I'd
that
show
way
Mariah, and I would say, should I say something about that?
And I'd be like, no, you shouldn't. Because when you send things off to people, then you send it out into the universe, and then that is what it is.
And when I pass things over there, Mariah does things sometimes.
That's right. She don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't want to hear about it.
And she says, I do not want to hear about it.
You put it across. It's mine.
Put it across. Remember this brayer off that you saw?
Sure, we'll go with yes.
On Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I flipped that print down there.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Because it was good.
You remember that. Okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to get this to work on my thing. And I'm just not liking it altogether.
Uh-huh.
Right? I didn't cut this stencil up. I just cut the print of the stencil up.
Okay.
But look at that. Isn't that just fab?
You needed them to be apart.
I needed them to have breathing space there and take up the entire space. So then, and here's mainly what I did on these. I put them down there because I didn't like the color they were. I changed the color.
They needed alteration.
They needed a color alteration, so I put them down, and this is the color that I put on top of them. I don't know what they were originally, but obviously not the same.
I know, and then Karen was using it today too, so it must just be a lotus kind of...
Lotus kind of vibe going on here. And I'm going to change the color of this. And I'm going to glue those down because isn't that wonderful? I think this could become one of my postcards. Is Graham here today?
You were the second person to ask about Graham. Graham, are you here?
Because isn't he my partner?
He is your partner. You need to get
and
in touch
he has
with
not lightning bolted me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
I agree with that, Robin.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Now you can see here where I was
a little off.
Got a little off.
It's all right.
You might have to do that. And I did this way late at night, and the lighting in this room at night is sucky poo poo.
Well, unless you turn on all the lights and
and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to trim that up a little bit, and you can see my line here. I was going to cut up into there. Here's what, and I left that like that so that you could see. You don't want to do that. You will separate and have an opening here.
You don't want that.
And you do not want that because it will be very difficult to pull it up off of a very sticky plate.
I don't know that has anything to do with it, Julie.
What?
She says, is satin painted pages less likely to stick together? I don't think that has anything to do with anything.
No. Now, I will say this. Those pages that I've used modeling paste on, and then there's modeling paste on the other page, they have a tendency to marry up.
They're very friendly with one another.
They are very friendly, and they don't not want to get apart. Separate. Once they are together, it is kind of like...
They make a lifelong commitment.
It made a lifelong commitment, and you will have to do something about that. And I did on those pages, I actually used some of that, stuff. I'm not going to mention any names there because I'm not going to give them any extra, what you call that.
Yeah.
All right. So, I need to leave this out because we're going to do something with that. I want to do a long haul with this lotus.
Do it. That's why she called it the long haul lotus.
The long haul lotus, really?
Yeah, that's its name. Legit.
Seriously.
And not too legit to quit.
I have stuff.
We're legit enough to keep long hauling.
Floofing on me. Okay, Grant, I am in the process of...
Graham, she's doing things.
I'm doing things. Okay, well, maybe we will go ahead and put that aside, because if we're going to long haul here, we need to get on to it.
You do.
All right, so I told you this little paper, it has...
It's almost dry.
Yeah.
There's a little bit there,
right,
isn't.
Yeah, right down there. This little piece of paper can be used over multitudes of times, and you can see it kind of...
It'll get stronger.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, you're putting it down and pulling it up, so, that's a good thing.
And what doesn't tear gets stronger.
Yeah. So I have it in the blue.
That's a John Madden thing for you right there. I'm just being real funny today.
Yeah. And then I have it in the green. I don't want that to
I'm sending
down
you. I'm going to make sure you watch Eddie's video.
Okay. Oh, here,
I just think it's hilarious that you two are basically on the same wavelength. And
I know. Remember this one? This is where I put the blue. The blue is the pull color there.
It's very pretty.
Isn't it gorgeous? Let's get that off. Did you see that? It's almost kind of icky.
That's pretty. And you could come in, because I'm assuming that what you see in white is the paper. So like if you didn't like that.
No, it's not. It's the paint.
That was paint.
White.
Okay.
I wanted the light color to show through here. But yes, I agree with you. I know what you're going to say. Some transparent gold.
Yeah, or something over it.
Would be nice there rather than that. But look, you can see the partial print here. And then up here, some of that other stuff left over from, not really sure what we were doing. When we changed the background color on the other Lotus print. This was what was left on the plate. But I thought that was quite wonderful. And I think that would make a really good card. Okay, that's it. I've got everything pulled. Now I want to talk about this before we start this, because
hey Sherry,
this is important info.
Okay, folks. Yeah, important info coming in.
Important info here, and it is because I've got this print down here.
I like that you got this stuff keyed up, man.
I did spend some.
Yeah, I just want you to know I noticed.
Okay, well, good. All right, I'm not sure what was down here, but this plate's about time for it to be conditioned. When it starts acting like this, and you have to tug at it, that's telling you, okay, it's time to get out the mineral oil, baby oil, whatever your little oil preference is, whatever you grease up with. But yeah,
we can get going with that, but I don't know.
And do some serious rubbing on. Because a lot of times, if it's really, really grody, it's going to take me about 3 applications and a massage to get it off.
It's a full day at the spa, y'all.
It really honestly is. And I did tape most of these off, obviously not this one because it had a print down. Remember when I did this? This is the one that I got this impression from this, which is glued down Yupo bits. Y'all. But don't be asking for your Yupo bits on something like this, because number one, you don't even want them. They're not going to be any good anyway. But Yupo bits on the bigger stuff it's a good call. Ask for it. I don't know that you'll always get it. We're dealing with teenagers here, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. Okay.
That's our doorbell. She's not used to hearing the doorbell. Although I'm kind of proud of you for hearing the doorbell.
I am. I think I had a bit of a clearing here. Yeah. Okay.
What does thou make that noise?
I say, oh, is that my phone? I don't think my phone sounds like that. Okay, so you've got this here. And this is a lovely opportunity.
Oh, what do you use to glue down your Yupo bits? Just the art glitter glue.
Art glitter glue.
You just need to let it set for a bit. You can't just be poking around at them because it does take a little time for them to set.
They do, and you do want to do that because otherwise it's going to all end up on your plate. I would know that. I'm speaking from experience. I tried to rush it along, and yeah. Okay, so there's different ways we can do this. You can actually put your stencil down and do your if that's what you want to do. You can take this stencil and you can put it down on your gel plate, and you can use your pan pastels and do that pan pastel-y thing. I'm not doing that because it takes a lot of time, and I think we've got better things to do here.
Oh, hey, Becky's here to see the long haul, so you better
I need to get on with it.
Get
Okay,
on with
I've got
it, girl.
one hour. All right. I just want to get a background on here because I talked about this and I really do. I want a solid background because I'm going to be doing some, and I don't know if I want this one. This is a good one. These are all under my Fussy Victorian. This is a good one. What?
Sounds like something that you would watch on BritBox.
Fussy Victorian. You know, it's grandma's wallpaper. These are all...
A majority of these are by Rhonda, but that last one was 10 Tile by Fran, and then that other one I think is Eddie, one of Eddie's latest. No, that's 10 Tile by Fran. But then the other one, most of these other ones are Rhonda. So Rhonda's, maybe we need to, she's our
Fussy Victorian.
Our Fussy Victorian.
And the thing about it is you don't just want to use one.
Fancy Lace, yes.
Fancy Lace?
That one's by Eddie, Fancy Lace.
This is Fancy Lace. What's this one called?
That one is, I'm going to try to cheat here and see if Mo or Eddie get it in there. That one's kind of older. I can't remember.
I've used this one.
No, it is. It's
this is my second round.
No, it's Victorian Parlor, and there's style 1 and 2.
Because it comes larger and smaller.
I know, and toast. See, that's what see when we rename these.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna follow Karen's lead from the other night, and I would have watched to the end, but I was so stimulated by what you were doing that I had to go ahead and stop and go over here and do this other stuff because you reminded me that yeah. I'm a terrible watcher. I'm not. I'm a very kinetic learner. I have to.
Once she gets, she's like, I gotta go do that. I
got to do it. I've got to do it now. It's it's there. Okay. When you're making backgrounds, one of the things you want to think about is low contrast, okay? You don't want your pattern to be what you see. You want it to be subtly into the background. Okay, to that extent, we're going to start with some blue. I want a dark, I'm going to have one of these be dark, and I'm going to have one of them be light. This is Liquitex Soft Body Phthalocylene Cyan Blue green shade with airbrush added because it was getting a little stiff. And stiff is good in some things, you know.
But just as a note, and this has been noted by others, that the Liquitex soft body paints do tend to dry very quickly, regardless of color. You know, usually we were like, oh, well, maybe because they're the blues, it was that way. But
a little bit too gobby.
Yeah. And
you understand gobby?
Gobby.
Gobby. Not Gabby. Gobby.
Mm-hmm. That's too talky. This one's too
gobby.
Glumpy.
Just was too heavy body. Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay. Now I should have.
Oh yes, and Flower Field was one of the other ones that was shown there by Stella. But I do like, maybe we should change or add a category on the website.
This is my brayer that I use for this. Flop off brayering off.
Mm-hmm. The Fussy Victorian.
Fussy Victorian. And we could get more on that if we would lay that down and
do some fancy Victorian.
Spritzy business.
That was good. That was good, Sophia.
Here we go.
My eyeballs today are not happy.
Now, this is not going to be low contrast. What you're seeing right now is high contrast. But we're establishing where we're going with this. And I promise you.
And she's establishing where we're establishing.
Establishing where the directionality of what's going on here. And I just had this sprayer off back here and I just grabbed it. Okay, so we've got this one going. Isn't that cool? I love when it does that. It takes on the print.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, Margie.
I'm giving this a lot of rub-a-dub-dub because remember, it's paint to paint. When you're going paint to paint, you have to be a little more vigorous in your rubbing.
Ooh.
Okay, we don't care. Some areas got smooshed together. That is not a problem. Now I'm just grabbing up some stuff back here to get the rest of this off of here. Hopefully we'll get the rest of this off here. Because it has a lot of open paper on it. No. This was one of the flop-offs that tore off some of the paper when I removed the...
Hey, Sophia says gobby is British slang. Gob meaning mouth. So if someone is gobby, they've got a mouth on them, meaning an attitude, talk too much, likely to get into fights, etc.
Oh, now look at that.
That's pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
bubbly.
I like that too. I bet that's going to be a keeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't want that. All right.
Hey, Catherine.
This is probably going to do absolutely nothing, but it will if I put down. All right, so we know that this is probably pretty much dry. So I can, and I go heavy on this end because remember you want to saturate your brayer.
That was what that you just put down there?
Red iron oxide.
Red iron oxide.
If I don't tell you, you know. Okay, so see how I'm just trying to get my brayer to turn and get paint on all sides, so when I drag it over the top, I'm not taking up paint. Because you know how that happens. Y'all have done that. And you see that little dipsy doodle down there that I have a hard time. Mm-hmm. We have yet to determine exactly why that happened. We don't really care. Exactly. We're just going with it. And anytime you want to neutralize blue, red iron oxide transparent hue. You don't want opaque because the opaque is just going to cover it up. You're going to be real sad because you don't get to see all that other stuff that was on there. And there's nothing worse than a sad session of gel printing. We got to go for the joy, right, Karen?
Going for the joy, yes.
Going for the joy. Hell yeah. Did you notice a flourish with that?
Yes.
Ooh. I don't know.
she would like y'all to bask in that. That's why she's holding it there longer than 5 seconds.
Whipping it
She's
off.
very proud of this.
I'm very proud of this.
These are her favorite colors.
Oh, yay. Mo
These are
some yellow hearts. All right.
Look at that. These are
and Barbara said, create the joy. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing those hearts over there. All righty. That's what I want to see. All righty. So we've got that. Oh, this is probably the print of the day. But it has a companion piece back here.
I know. You need to get on to your long haul.
I do.
This is where she gets
see, this is what happens. I'm okay.
Focus.
I know I promised you the long haul Lotus.
Yeah.
It will happen on Sunday. I'm sorry. I've got to do this because I'm into it, and I've got to show you how to create these fussy Victorian backgrounds, and I just can't not do it, Mariah.
So you need these fussy Victorian backgrounds for when you long haul?
No, not when you long haul, when you're doing backgrounds for your Lotus.
So you will need them for the Lotus long haul.
I'm hoping that I can use them.
Okay.
And here's the thing.
Becky.
I don't know as a positively
I'm not against this.
unequivocal factor that I can use them. But you know how it depends on what you've got down when you put your pickup down?
Mm-hmm.
To pick up some more?
Yes. You know, you got to throw it down to pick it up.
You got to throw it down to pick it up.
And then you're playing fetch.
And then you're prevaricating.
And then you're like, dang it.
And you're not.
I'm going to order one of those things on the internet that, you know, throws the ball for you.
I've had one of those. And it is a good thing to have. It doesn't throw your arm out when you're, and if you have a dog that likes to
Hi, Tina.
chase the ball for a long period of time.
Congrats.
All right. So now we're going, because we've got our blue business going back behind me here. You know, the blue business. We're going to continue with the blue business on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, don't be afraid to use some paint. Boy, I'll tell you what, that Karen, she's not afraid to use some paint. I admire that. Mm-hmm. Don't be stingy with your paint, because you will be kicking yourself in the kabooty.
Because it's really hard to get it out. Like, once you've rolled it out, like, it's...
If you take time to set this aside and get over
your paint's drying. And
it is, yeah, paint's already starting to dry unless you're using open paint. This is not open paint.
Yeah, so you got to move it.
Move it. And I want to get something to shush this off on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of paper I have over here that has the other Victorian down on it. I'm going to put some more Victorian down on it. Oh, and look, we've got some bleed-throughs there. That's what happens when you use...
Okay, she says,
loosey-goosey paint.
Hey, Becky she is for this because there will be more time on Sunday.
That's right. I can just start off with it.
Love you for that, girl.
And we can see how many. We will go for a record. Okay. I don't know what is the record so far.
I think Julie Parker actually holds that record, and it was like 40-something, if I am remembering right.
40-something. Okay.
Julie Parker, can you confirm or deny?
Is she with us today?
She is.
Okay. Now, that makes me kind of sad. But we're not going to get all bent out of shape about that. It wouldn't do any good anyway, and I think you should...
Oh, bye, Carrie. Thanks for hanging.
Try and use your moments for... What is it that Karen says? Your feelings are not things.
She's been listening to you, Karen. I'll tell you what. If I got issues with her, I'm gonna start just sending over to Karen and be like, "You need to go watch that over there, Karen."
Okay. All right. So I got a little too much paint here, and I'm going to go ahead and just give this another little brayer off over here. See if I can reverse engineer this. I don't know. I've never done this before, but you know, what the hey?
I know that's right, Robin.
This is probably not going to line up, but I think it's going to do something. And remember, underneath here, we're creating something that is going to be not something we recognize.
Background.
It's background. Okay, I'm not hating that. That's good. All right, here we go. And I did look for my gum.
This is the red iron oxide again.
Yes.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
You were looking for what?
Shout it out. I was looking for my green gold, my new bottle of green gold that I know I have. And I know I've seen it.
Oh, yes. That's why she cleaned out the drawer. Well, and that you have your new paints. Okay.
Now that circle out there in the middle just makes me want to spit nails. Say bad things. Do not like that line there. All right. So, new piece of paper, simply because this is just too wonderful to not get all this other wonderfulness here. And this is probably going to be a bit of a sitter. I'm going to wait. Sit and wait.
Sit and wait.
Sit and wait. This is why you have more than one plate. And I noticed that Karen had more than one plate, so I'm always impressed with people that have figured that out. Because there's some people out there.
She is also, she understood that she was impatient. And if you are impatient and in need of, continuing your gel printing, you must have more than one plate.
I would have liked more of the orange.
Yeah, but you weren't going
oxide to show through.
That wasn't going to happen.
But anyhow, there we go.
Okay, Debbie has a question. When do I print? Okay, when I do a print that needs a long haul, I put my picked up paint on right before bed and leave it overnight. If not, my impatience. Oh, yes. That wasn't a question. That was a very good statement. Yes.
I don't understand.
So when she does a long haul, so that way.
Oh, that last print. Oh, yeah. I always leave it on.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to take a chance after
Ellen.
you spent all of that time creating that wonderfulness there.
Yeah, you got to make sure it sticks and does all the things.
Make sure it sticks. Okay. So what I did with this, because remember how disappointed I was that it didn't look the same as it did on the other side?
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping, because I've got another, see how it intensified that?
Yes.
That blue? Okay, so we're going to pull this with a dark color.
We discussed perhaps orange because it does look so cool from this side, but see, you would only...
I really want that blue to come through.
Okay. You do your blue thing, girl. Do it.
And it just seems I just keep going back to that same blue.
That's okay.
Well, let's at least use a different shade. Okay, here we go. Phthalo blue red shade.
The red one versus the, green.
Green. Now they're different.
Yeah. Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
By you.
See, there's my love-hate relationship with the nozzle. I wish they'd make that little center thing a different color so I could tell. Because sometimes I think I've got it, but...
Nope.
Ketchup.
Got ketchup. Oh, I know, Becky.
What?
Brush it. Oh, she taught Karen how to do the 2 plates and the flop offs onto a plate. We've had the whole, PM crew over there doing things.
Okay, well, here we go. I was talking about putting enough paint out there.
All of y'all. Showing up and being awesome. It makes me
And I don't know what's going on here.
There's some weirdness happening with that.
Grab another color.
I don't think your paint was fully shaken. You might put...
I don't think it was either. But this may be a really cool thing.
Yeah, I like this. You need to move it. Move it.
Move it, move it.
There you go.
Integrate them.
This is the situation you try to avoid because this is not this doesn't always go well.
It does not.
But something had to be done.
Something had to be done. And we wanted this to be the pull layer, and I'm going to use tissue.
Okay. Brayer's extra squeaky.
Kitchen towels.
House towels. Oh. Well, I know that's one of the reasons I didn't know that was like the particular reason, but I know that they say, they don't ship it during the cold months.
Yes.
The art glitter glue, because it separates.
That it do. Okay, there was a lot more opacity in that last layer of
Excuse me.
than I wanted, but
the birdie singing.
But it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. And ladies and gents, that happens.
Well, you got metallic paint in with that, and I think that's what created your situation.
I'm disappointed, but like I said, every single gel print you pull is a learning experience. And don't beat up on yourself. It doesn't turn out
Hi,
like you
Yonka. Bye, Yonka.
anticipated it turning out. This will happen. And there's just not a whole...
Hey, and if that other blue soaks in there, though, it might alter that in a little bit different way. Maybe. Maybe.
Hope so.
The metallic was the...
Hope so.
The bad decision. That's all I gotta say about all that. Looks like you burn it.
Well, I like that.
I know you do. It made it through the fire.
Something to be said for that. There's some really obnoxious little parts down here that...
Yeah, that corner. What's up with that?
You know...
What's up with that?
It happens. It happens, and I have a solution for that. Okay, we've got some prints here that all look like, you know...
Rhonda says just needs another layer.
They had the same mama. I don't know if they had the same daddy, but they had the same mama. That's, you know... And you can see this whole line of thought here. Okay, so we're going to come back to this one.
Yeah.
All right, now I've also got to... I'm kind of running out of where to go here.
All right, well, you got 39 minutes. All right.
So we haven't used this one, and I want to see how it lines up. Plethora here. All right, we're going to put the plate away for a minute because I hate it when it gets stuck down there because then I have to unroll it again because it gets all rolled up when I pull it off of there, and especially that sticky sucker. Okay, so we put this down here and we're going, okay, I'm liking that. Because see where it's going? And what it's blocking out? It's creating more of a line business between these little things that get all... And that, I will say that about this stencil. Two things.
Hello, Mary Ellen.
Number one, make sure you have it. Go over it with your brayer when you put it down on your plate. Because these little fine lines, it's awfully easy for that paint to seep underneath them. Now, here's the other thing that you can do. You can get that flop off is going to give you more linear qualities than your plate.
Karen's exploring a lot of that. She did that with her stacked stencils last night, and it was pretty cool because she did one set of plates that
I saw a positive and a negative.
Yeah. And she really goes, which is interesting because I was thinking about that. Like, we don't describe it as positive, negative, because to me, and this is my brain, like, there's no right or wrong to all this. And it is always very difficult explaining, you know, even the difference between a stencil and a mask. And technically, stencil mask is a verb. It's an action. Depends on how you use the thing.
Yes.
It's not a physical object. That, you know, if you want to get real deep into the meanings of things. But to me, is it, do you want the lines?
Or do you want the shapes?
Shapes. See, that's how, like, because to me, positive, negative, that says to me, it's like, oh, well.
I think that it can be very confusing, and rather it does not explain things. It just obfuscates further.
Well, it is the stencil or a mask. It depends on how you're using it to what you get. But then I'm like, oh, well, but that does sort of make sense. But I describe it as, do you want the lines? Do you want, like, what the stencil is? Or do you want the parts inside?
Exactly.
But that would be the negative space.
Okay.
And I like that she has made that connection.
Here is the thing on this one. Right now, we do have high contrast, but we have big enough areas out there that it's not just overloading. The pattern is there, but we can work around that and get that more evenly distributed. Now, let me bring in something back here. Okay, I've still got this one. I want to keep that one. But I kept this one.
Yes, you did. This has been a little bit since we did the keyholes.
Yeah, and I don't know what we've got going on out here, but it's...
Hello, Dorothy.
I don't know what that is that got stuck down there. Anyhow, what I want to show you, you can do before you start adding patterns and whatnot to your print, if you want to get it more with less contrast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. I was having a moment there. Oh, yeah. Oh. No, do not put that down there. Okay. All right. So, see, Karen, how I'm manipulating this thing here so that, and it stays down because that mat is sucking that paper down more than the static of.
And one of her questions was and has been, what's the deal with the 12 by 14? What is the advantage of that?
And I think you don't have white edges.
Right. And then I think that the piece of paper behind the plate now probably makes more sense as to why, like, it's kind of two-factor thing. Is number one, you see your color better, and then you also kind of have the zone of, all right, this is where I'm going to work within. So you're not filling up your entire plate with
I never do.
Paint that you don't necessarily need to be using, but you can cover a full sheet of 8.5
past. And you know, if I am good, and sometimes I don't, this corner down here, I swear to God.
Or if you want to do big prints and you have like the Jack Richardson,
see how I can put it down there,
paper, and you have the larger sheets, you can.
I can see where it's supposed to go, especially when I'm using transparent paints.
Yes, and great for the scrapbookers that gel print, because then you can cover your 12 by 12 sheets.
Yes, with an edge, and you don't have any of the white showing. Because if it's right on, it's so hard
to line it up.
Lined up.
Gives you a little scooty. And then what's crazy is then I was telling her, I said, she's like, well, what is the biggest plate? And I'm like, I think it's a 16 by 20. Which you can get over on Blick. Now that's Gelli Arts, which we don't really usually. We only own. She has the one.
I don't know what that business out there is, but it doesn't want.
It doesn't want it. It says, "I don't want it. No, thank you.
Don't want it.
No, thank you.
No, thank you." And there's a hickey. That's some kind of stuff. I don't know. Who knows? But now look at this. We don't have that contrast. We still have our pattern. We can still see it, but we don't have to deal with that. It's not. It isn't happening, folks. Okay, so we're going to come back to this little jobber here. It's like Karen says, we've got a little stuff out there, but we're not going to worry about that. Not going to obsess about that, but I am going to go take my brayer and go over this and make sure that it's stuck down, so I don't have the leakage going on there. The leakage, you know.
I don't like that word.
Leakage.
That can be good. Any kind of leakage.
Yeah. Unless you
gotta get that looked at.
A soaker hose. And then...
somebody needs to look at that. Get that fixed.
That ain't a good thing. Okay. So, where's our print?
See, now that's insane.
Okay.
Ann Webb says that there is a poster-sized gel plate, 18 by 24. Like, you have to have, number one, I think you have to be tall.
Oh, well, and you'd have to stand up.
Yeah, that's what I said. You need to be tall or like have the right desk height, the right desk size. That's a whole lot of plate to be dealing with.
Oh, that's a whole lot. Yeah, whoa.
That one just, that one you're working on. You're not lifting and moving that thing around. It's just not a slot big enough for that one.
You know,
I got more funnies for that if y'all want. Just let me know.
I don't know how you're gonna rack that, baby. It ain't coming to me, but you know,
where you keep it.
Yeah, where you gonna store that one? Okay, so I have decided. I don't know if this is the answer.
Yeah.
Or not, but it's metallic pink. It's magenta metallic. Karen, you need some of this.
She has the Liquitex versions of that. Okay. Her and Eddie got, like, they got themselves hooked up with some sparkly metallic paints. Yes. I think they got it. They were on sale. I can't remember. Maybe Blick.
Okay. Nice little metallic pink down the middle of that. Isn't that nice? Let's see if we can do a flop off onto this and see what happens. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I don't know. No, Blick had the sale on Liquid Text. Yeah. That looks so lovely. And this is Eddie's Fancy Lace.
Now, you can get any...
Style 2.
I don't really have... The reason I use the stencils that I use is because they're going to do what I think I want them to do. I don't know who made them. I'm not being facetious about that. I'm being very real, and I need to get something down here because the paint is drying.
Basically, she likes what she likes. She just, you know, she's got an idea, and
I do.
They meet the moment.
Now, see what we're starting to get here. We're starting to get, it's just kind of all mushing together. That's the definition of the background.
Yeah, we got one of those, and then P got a hold of it.
What?
The Blick. I think that's what got you started on your... But she ended up getting stuff at Jerry's. Maybe it was a Jerry's catalog then. I don't know how you ended up, like, finding the things that you wanted, but...
Oh, I just punched it into my original thing was for the brush.
Oh, okay.
And that's what came up. Jerry came up first.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't any, oh, what am I, hidden.
Oh, there you go, Cheryl.
Agenda there. It was just, yeah. Jerry was at the top of the list.
Oh, of course, Sherry found a Zutter pretty cheap on eBay. She has received it. The YouTube videos reviewed. Just need to cut paper and let her rip. All right. Hey, holler at me if you have questions. That's so cool.
Okay, now
there's another Eddie and Becky together.
Background there, y'all. Okay, we're going to let this dry.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to revisit this with some hot...
You got floaty pink hearts from Eddie.
Did I? Oh, bless his heart. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the...
Floaty pink hearts. Oh, and some sparkle pink hearts
I think that
Yolande. Those are my favorite hearts, the sparkle hearts. I bet y'all probably knew that. You can. I would love that you do, Sherry. You can email me or message me, whatever you want to do.
Oh, my goodness.
You got some...
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know. I've never had that happen before. I might be trying to pull this a little early.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if that'll stick back down, and I'm going to just leave it. I can feel...
It's cool.
The pattern.
Oh, that's thick.
Yeah, and it is still a little cool. I'm rushing that.
Okay. Oh, the pink hearts.
No worries there.
Getting all
what
the
else we got over here? A bunch of empty plates.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, let's bring back.
That's funny.
This one. Okay, so we want our background to be similar.
Be similar.
Similar, but I don't want it to be opaque.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody understands that. The concept here. I also have this one. This is, and maybe this is what I'll use. I added gloss glazing medium to, it had a little bit in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I put balls in here or not. They're sure not shaking up. Okay, I'm not using that because I don't know that it's well lit. It's, yeah. Okay, I know this one is. I just have to make sure that I don't turn it upside down.
Just don't turn it upside down.
Try to get off the little...
I'm telling you, we need those little screens. The little, like the hose. That's the symbol for it. Boom. I didn't get that the first 2 times. I did it 3. Need to measure the orifice. Now, see, that's the problem. I bet you that, like, so hoses are a standard size because they need to hook up to the, you know, hooty-dooty what to that. So are there going to be, and it's really, it's a gasket and a screen. You know what I'm saying? See, she doesn't think about these things.
Blue-green is what we're going for.
She's not interested in that conversation.
I'm sorry, my brain is somewhere else. When I was rewatching us, I was like, I could, yeah. Okay, what this pet business?
Yes.
Okay, this is a lot more solid than I wanted it to be.
Keep up, Eddie.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
That's a lot of paint.
Yeah, it is.
But I love that going on over there. That looks like it, like the, you know, well, until you obliterate it, but Aurora Borealis.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's fixing to get obliterated even further because I'm trying to get some of this paint off of here.
Oh, nylon screen cut with a paper punch. I may just have to buy us a new punch set because, like, we need circle punches.
I'm just not liking this.
Why not? I like it.
But, yeah, but I don't like what's happening.
Oh, because it keeps beating up. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about all that.
Well, let's just see if we can
get her done.
Do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now when you do this, remember, you're going through the stencil. And you must whoosh.
Hey.
And Karen, I would like for you to get a bearing.
She is. She's working. Yeah, she's working with.
Okay.
With Anthony on that. Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you have it a bit knobby, because it gets down into the crevasses much more
deeply.
Yes.
Gotta get it.
It addresses those negative spaces of the stencil. No, I didn't do that
in a very positive way. Fight with it still fell off. Ooh, love that.
Okay, so see, it's getting there. I can still see a pattern, but I'm working with this background, and I am grabbing a kitchen towel. I don't usually waste paint. You know that. But I don't want that gobby.
No want it.
I don't want that gobby stuff to be messing me up.
I'm going to call this stream No Want It Gobby.
Oh, and look, we got a little transfer.
Little pink staying back behind.
Of the pink? Yeah, yeah. Okay. All good stuff. All right, we can let that dry. We got a lot of letting them dries here. Oop. I don't know. Things are not drying today. Not feeling it. Okay, so we're back to this. Now, this is a color that I mixed up using the turquoise metallic. Okay, it was blue pearl, but it was down past this line here.
And then our Arty Fairy Godmother hooked us up with new jar.
Yes.
So then she's like, well, since I have this jar.
Squeeze some of this jobber into this one. And then I added the gloss glazing medium. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more. And I want to show you this because when you start.
This is how baby blues are made.
You have to figure out how to get that.
I don't like where this is going. This is my new black shirt.
Okay, I have to set it down. I'm going to get rid of the. Okay, set it down, and you gradually try not to squeeze the paint out. Get this lid off, and it is a bit of a whip. And dadgummit. Didn't want to waste that paint. And then you have a.
Oh, Julie Parker, we see you. We love you. Okay.
What?
She's just feeling not seen today. Invisible today. We
Julie.
See you, girl.
Okay, I'm prying this lid off, in case you were wondering. And I know that this seems like, wow, really?
See, and we've been talking to you, Karen. I knew you were in your meeting, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
What?
Well, she's been trying to multitask.
What does that mean?
I don't know if she was hearing us. She has like a meeting thing. She has like an online meeting thing, and sometimes she listens to us. And then it was like the one day I think she had us all, like the speaker on, and then you had said something, and then she's like, "Oh, I can't." She had to mute us.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know that I'm going to squirt this out. I think I'm going to just open the lid up.
Oh, good. Normally she has me do this. This is not her strong suit. Cause
oh my gosh! Well, no wonder there was
matching holes is hard.
And Golden really goes the extra mile here on there.
Well, you kind of want them to do that because
it is true. They have a little membrane.
Hi, Sonia.
It took me a long time to see that little membrane.
Did you see her mix? Her baby blue mix.
See that little membrane there?
Yes.
I don't know how long I squeezed on one bottle before I opened it up to see. I thought it was defective paint and it dried out, but there's this little membrane, and when the paint finally got up there on it, I could see it. But I didn't intend for this to be a laborious. Okay, we're high flowing this thing. And the reason it's going to work is because this medium is clear. When you're using your changing the viscosity of your metallic paint, you want to make sure that what you're putting in there is clear, because otherwise
and glossy.
It's not going to be a metallic any longer.
It'll make you sad.
You will be very sad. And we know that because, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, and there you go, Julie. Yeah, you got to make sure you're on live chat.
Yeah, it was just...
see all the things.
Some of the... Oh, what do you call that? Cheaper paint. Less, expensive paint, fortunately. That I experienced that with. And, I did go ahead and use it, but I was sad that it was no longer.
Yeah. No longer metallic.
Okay.
More like just a dull sheen.
We're going to get this to be, you can still see a pattern, but hopefully this is going to add enough of a light blue hoop-de-doo
light
tint.
Hoop-de-doo. You got
patina. I have what?
You've got 17 minutes. Yes. I was trying to do math.
I'm getting a little residual.
Yes.
From my brayer here, but I don't think it's going to matter because that's the color that's on the main part of the print. This piece of paper underneath here lets me know where I am. It's kind of a marker.
Gets her in the general vicinity.
Yeah, and at least I can make sure that I've got my paint going out past the paper. You've seen how I always end up with one end that's not painted. Okay, we need a kitchen towel for this. This is the Baron is not going to work because it's just too wet around the edges.
A lot of paint.
A lot of paint. And it's very loosey-goosey paint. It's not one that you really should be using through a stencil. It will go under your stencil. You will not be happy. Ooh.
That.
Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that is a good
Oh, that was good, Mo. She says, light blue isn't in the PM glossary, but hoop-dee-doo is. And all the ways that's called from our Arty friends. That's right, we got a whole list. We inquired.
Okay, picked up a little shiny business there. Broke up those kind of dark, gloomy, burnt areas. See that?
A little surprised you did that, but I like it.
I think that it's quite stunning.
Lit it up.
Lit it up. And that's what we're going to do. Well, now this one we're going to unlight it. We're going to go to the dark side. I just decided, I think it was Eddie that made the observation somewhere in some chat the other day that I was kind of a dark. I am, and I have.
I think we've all noticed, but
Yeah, my preferences for, what I watch are dark, and I acknowledge that, and I don't have any problem with that. I think you should really be able to accept your, self.
Mo, we should put it in there and like woo and any of our other expressions of excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to brayer this out really thin. Oh my goodness, did you see that? See, that's why you get your little things, because that could cause.
What does that mean, Julie Parker?
What did she?
She wants to see shabby chic. But that kind of means different things to different people.
Yeah, it do. I wish that we could all agree on what that meant, but sometimes I like shabby.
One girl's shabby chic is another
shiny. Yeah. That.
Or one man's shabby chic might be different than another man's shabby chic. Or, one man's is different than some girl's shabby chic.
Okay, I'm trying to brayer this out so it's very, very, very,
complicated.
Very transparent, because I want that pattern to show through ever so slightly. I don't know what that is. Pick it out. Pick it out.
I think that too, Cheryl.
What?
That Eddie's a little more, like, he says he's kind of dark, and especially his humor, but really he isn't. He's more upbeat than he leads on, I think.
I know, but he can appreciate my dark.
Yes.
Even though he might not necessarily be dark himself.
He's drawn to the darkness.
He's drawn to the darkness.
Just kind of a black hole sometimes. Just suck you in. Turn you into spaghetti.
What was it? The one that we did? Now look, Carol Ann.
So one of my favorite things.
Remember we made a page about it.
Yeah, and
then we found out it was the.
I wasn't saying it right, which makes it even more funny.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's just that's on brand. It's don't go into the light, Carol Ann, and because she would always look into the light or whatever. Oh, good gosh! Hey there, hey. Oh, you're all blue. Yeah.
Did I get it?
No. I'm coming to clean you up.
Look at this. Look at this. And then look at this. I mean, if that's not some exciting stuff, I mean, you all gotta have somebody tap dance on your forehead to wake you up. Holy camole there.
Let's just say I'm very happy that this isn't black. I might start goose stepping.
Seagull and all that. Okay, now I look
about
at that.
What's happening over here?
I mean, is it the end?
No, you got 10 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
You can't. Yeah, you gotta continue on.
Continue on.
Yeah.
Oh man,
okay.
That is just so brilliant. Okay, we're gonna put this aside for a bit. Bring old pink back in here and see what we've got over here. We can pick up some pink with.
Okay, she says whites, pastels with weathered wood looking and flowers. Yeah, Julie Parker. Girl. That's more my thing. You can see that
I was
on
going to
Mondays.
say, what you're talking about, there's
That's
no,
Mariah.
it needs to be rusticated there, girl.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
She might accidentally do it, and then she's gonna put some other stuff on top of it. So
yeah,
she might do it. It's just it'll be brief.
Okay. This is kind of scary. I don't think I'm going to do that because this is such a hard one to get through. I'm going to bring Franny back.
Yeah, well, the good thing she doesn't really go. She doesn't leave the house. But yes, Devin says if he was like her, she would end up at Costco with the paint on her face and not realize it until she's gotten home.
Paint on my face and
it was
glitter on my bum.
Yes.
Okay, that's pink. And this is not, I don't know that this is a good thing to do, but we're going to do it and see.
I like that you asked. Oh, I love the orange and the pink. Yeah, I'm for it.
And again, what we are attempting to do here, I must keep reminding myself because I just get totally sucked into the what is it when you are the sensual qualities of color. I can't, it's hard for me sometimes to divorce myself from that because it's such a pull that you just can't give it up. Nor should you.
It sounds personal.
Waller in it. That's what I say. Y'all know Waller?
He don't just live down the street.
Okay. I think I'm going to flip this baby over.
Jennifer's dog's like, she says, color is sensual, P.
It is.
She feels you.
Bless your heart. I'm glad somebody.
Rhonda says this print will need a wiggle. It looks amazing so far.
Okay, now but look at what happened over here.
That's very nice. I like that.
And so it's just when you get into this where we are right now. Now, if I wanted to make this pop, I would pull it with black. If I want to make this become a background with low contrast, I'm going to use something like this. And this would be the time to be using your opaque paints for that pool color. I haven't swatched this out. I love this stuff because it's iridescent. But I've already got some iridescent on there, so this might be the way to go.
All right, well, I'm going to read you some of these things because people are getting excited about
Are they getting excited?
They're all very excited about these
things.
things.
My gosh, I'm so excited.
So Jennifer's dog, like, she loved the blue on blue. And then Barbara, she's Barb. That's little Barb in the picture.
Yes, ma'am.
She's fiery, the little one. She says, this blue is giving me all the joy. Tina says, work it, girl. Then Mo says, in the pink is fancy lace, too, by Eddie. I'd put my money on it that she's already done that. Yeah, she probably has gone out with paint on her face for sure. I think that's, yeah. And then Eddie was laughing about that. Rhonda says, this print will need the wiggle wiggle. Yes, and I read that. Okay. There you go. And then Eddie is finishing up with introducing Hannibal Lecter paint collection Flesh. Remember, he said that the other day. That's part of the Hannibal Lecter paint color collection.
Well, our president.
And you know they're going to be coming.
Our president talks about that.
One of these paint companies is going to reach out to us any day now. I mean, our brillianceness with our things.
Okay, I'm going to bring this back. I don't know. Do I have time to really give this a good go?
No, 6 minutes.
Okay, I don't have time, but I'm just going to show you this because someone ordered one of these, and I made mention that I think that they should order
both.
You
can get away with one because you can flip flop it.
Get away with one, but see, okay, now I'm working it. Okay, you see why I say I'm working it?
Mm.
Well, let me just get it.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Yeah. And this is great because they're different color. It's kind of hard to tell on the white on white.
Well, you got, pink on orange, but all right.
Yeah,
or orange on
okay.
pink.
This diagonal on the first one is now going the opposite diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
So they're crossing each other. Now I'm going to flip it over. See what I mean? Because Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda said she didn't know which one should go first. And I said, well, I kind of think the fat one should. But now, see when I look at this side, because this is what you'd be getting. Y'all understand that? I think you should go with this one first and then come back with this one.
I think it kind of depends on which colors and things you're using, and if you're going with, transparent colors versus, because you kind of learned that even on your other one. In fact,
the one that I messed up that I didn't like it.
And you're a little sad about.
Sad about.
But you can redeem yourself, perhaps.
Okay, so what I'm going to do.
Now, Sunday, you've got to do the long haul lotus.
I know. I will go ahead and pull all this stuff that I've got back here, and you can just see it. And I will just start with
to keep yourself busy until Sunday.
Yeah.
You could play around with those and have some options, because we kind of understand really what's happening. We just need to see some visual representation.
We've got these here.
And you should probably write down.
And, here's what I absolutely... And when we're talking... yes, Mariah, I'm sorry. I agree with you. Because, and I just have to say this, because somebody says, oh my gosh, I see that little bone shape out there. This is the same stencil.
Mm-hmm.
What you're seeing here is what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what color you use, and it depends because how it's emphasized. What here, this is the flop off. This was over here, and on this thing, and I got the blue paint on this jobber and flopped it down on top of this.
Yeah.
So you're seeing this as the positive space, which I guess it would be, because the holes are where the negative is.
Right.
Yeah.
It is trippy.
On this one, you're seeing this shape here because of the color and the background.
Yeah. It's trippy.
It is trippy, and it's the same way with Caleb's stencil.
That's right.
Okay, so take these, and all of you who ordered one or the other of these, please do. You will be happy that you ordered the other one. Okay, so you could go like that. The thing about it is, if you go this other way, you're going to get a bit of what Karen was doing the other day with the shadowing. If you put that, make it go off just a little bit. Can you see how it's shadowing out?
Because there's a size difference, and then there is that little, there's the cutout in the one versus the other.
Right. And look at, you're seeing this intertwiny thing here. This is a very sophisticated stencil jobby here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yolanda said she hadn't thought about any of that.
She hadn't thought about any of that.
But sometimes I think when you, because of its simplicity, it has granted itself.
Subconsciously, you were. Mm-hmm. Subconsciously, you knew that this was going to be manipulative to the extent of all of these. Look at all of these possibilities with two stencils, what you can do here, and how many different ways it can manifest itself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm very, very much into this stencil, and I will explore this further on my own. And let's get something out here that we can look at while we're saying hasta la vista, baby. Everybody loved this one, right? Yeah, I love that.
They like the blues.
And see, this is so cool. Okay, so when I pulled this, remember this is a partial. Some of it had pulled off and some of it hadn't.
Yeah.
And you're always kind of sad. You're going, oh, dadgummit, why didn't that? Blah, blah, blah. But look at that. That became a dominant feature, something that was desirable there. Over here, we've got this wonderful sparkly shiny background behind the Victorian motif thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really should bring out is I should find my fleur-de-lis.
Oh my gosh, and Rhonda, I forgot to tell you that Caleb has actually used fleur-de-lis on one of his thrifted shirts.
And you know what? He was up here and we were going through stencils.
And he really keyed in on that.
And he asked me if he could have it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's used it on one of his shirts.
We need to get a picture of him and
we do
post him and whatnot.
Yeah, and he is such. I don't know. He doesn't do the Facebook thing, but bless his heart, you know, he's a senior. He's taken some hard classes.
Oh well, I don't think he's taking hard classes.
Well, he's taken some college level classes from the college.
Maybe.
That are AP.
Maybe.
He is. I talked to him about it.
Okay.
And we talked about the economics of getting all of your basics out of the way at the community college.
Mm-hmm. I think he should do that.
I thought Josh should do that.
Yeah.
But nobody asked me.
Oh, I told him that too. Okay.
Oh, well, I told him also, because that's what I did.
Yeah, we've been telling them things. They don't listen.
Yeah.
Darn kids. Anyway, y'all.
Here we are.
We'll see you on Sunday.
There's
gonna be a long haul Lotus and some other things to look at.
Yeah, and I hope you appreciated all of my
thoughts and jewels. And it was mentioned. Yes, they they thought you were super cute today and looking very scholarly.
Yes.
Okay.
And my sock skull.
Love you.
Like a
long haul. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, did you see?